was working at Target. I would take some frequent 15-minute breaks. Every 2 hours, we got a 15 minutes. I made sure I took my 15-minute break. I wasn't playing. I hated that job. And I would occasionally watch ASMR. So this is for the girlies or the guys that do that too. And I think I want to talk about love or lack thereof. I'm in a place in my life right now where I've been thinking a lot about choices that I've made or choices that I didn't make that could have impacted my love life. I have no regrets. There's nothing that I feel like maybe, and I'm not even talking about being in a relationship. I'm talking about pursuing people who who I could be interested in. Like, I don't know yet, but you're cute. So, should I be the aggressor? Should I allow these people to come to me? That's kind of the place that I'm in right now. I'm trying to figure all this out. Because I have a crush on someone right now, and I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do about it. But it's so complicated. It's so finicky. And I think as a woman, I have this preconceived notion and expectation of a man, seeing me and coming up to me. And they do, but it's never the people that I'm actually interested in. It's always like random people that I randomly meet. And sometimes when it happens, it's not even that I'm not interested. Sometimes it just catches me completely off guard, to where one time I remember they was actually cute, but it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that to happen, and I wasn't in a place, I just wasn't able to receive that and process the flirting in a way where I was like, okay, processed, and putting it back out there that, yeah, I like what you're doing, blah blah blah, my name's blah blah blah, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? But that's only happened once. But all the other times, it just be random people that I'm not interested in you. So when you come up to me, blah blah blah, I got a boyfriend, but I'm getting to the point where this is getting old. I'm tired of waiting. Me don't like single life anymore. It's not that I don't like it. I'm over it. I'm ready for something else. And so I'm trying to become the type of woman who, instead of wanting to signal a guy to come up to them and letting them know that you're interested, being able to do that, but also being the type of person that, let's just skip the games, let's skip the mind parallel shit, I'm interested in you, let me just go up to you. Shit, you ain't even noticed me, you ain't seen me yet, or I gotta wait for you to look my way. Like, this is too much. It's too much. I'm trying to become the type of woman sorry, I'm trying to become the type of person that just, gets what I want. But I think I'm going into it with this kind of naive stance. Like, in my head, I haven't done it yet because I'm nervous. Like, that's freaky. I want you to come up to me. I'm not prepared. I never left the house and was like, I'm gonna go up to some man that I find attractive today. Like, I have to mentally prepare myself to do that. I'm a big introvert. I'm not about to do nothing I'm not mentally prepared to do, ever. So now that I'm coming to now that I'm like in a space where I'm trying to prepare myself to be ready to do that, I feel like I'm going into it as if I'm not gonna get rejected. Like, just very naive. Like, okay, I'm gonna go up to them, I'm gonna be real cute, and they're gonna receive me very positively. But in reality, but I feel like I can't even, if I start thinking about the fact that I might get rejected, I won't even be able to do it. So I ain't even gonna dwell on it. So never mind. Yeah, completely never mind. But what do you guys think? Are y'all, if you're a woman, do you go up to guys, or do you do the whole I'm gonna flirt with you and you gonna come to me, or or girls, or whatever you're into, or guys? Do you like when women come up to you? Do you prefer to go up to them? I'm so curious. Like, I wanna know. I want all the tea. I want all the tea. I've been watching. Y'all watch Firefly Lane. I've been watching Firefly Lane, and how I told you I got a crush on somebody right now, right? I've realized, I've done some self-reflection, and I realized that not only was, okay, first off, he had a girlfriend, okay, but they're on a break, or whatever the fuck. So this is already terrible. This is already a terrible situation. I want to get into it more. I want to tell you everything. But like, we would be here all day. But we have a history of, y'all, it's just a lot. I would feel ridiculous if I sat here and explained everything about me and the person that I have a crush on right now. But, they on a break or whatever. And he's made it very apparent to me. And he has been doing things that I didn't see it as flirting at the time, but I looked back and I was like, oh my god, was he trying to and I'm not gonna give examples because I can't, like, it's just too much, like, I can't. But I don't think I was being very receptive to the flirting, and I feel like I didn't notice it because, one, he would bring up his relationship status so randomly, like, or he'll say something like, he'll bring up how he has an argument with his girl, and it would just be so fucking odd. It would be like, I don't even know if I wanted to work out no more. Like, I feel like I'm over it, blah blah blah. And then a couple minutes later, he'll say something like, I can't believe you're single, Jordan, blah blah blah. And I didn't even think nothing of it. I just was like, yeah, me too. Like, aren't I great? Anyways, I just say, I know, right? Me too. But then I got home and I was like, was that him trying to, like, one, scope out and see if I was single? And, like, trying to let me know that he was too? Like, or I could be reading into it, I could be a fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking finicky. I don't like it. It's too much pressure. I don't like it. But I like him, so I feel like I know the vibe. I know when someone likes me. Okay? And I don't think that I'm wrong. That's why I feel like I'm going into it with so much. Is the word naivete? Is that a word? Right. It's like the verb for being naive. I'm going in. No. Naivete. What would that be? What the fuck is it? A verb is an action. Not being naivete, that's an action. But I think it would be being. Look, bitch. My middle school English teacher was a substitute. So if I seem like I don't know much, it's because we didn't have no real English teacher when I was in 6th grade. But what was I even talking about with him? Oh, right, Firefly Lane. It's connected, y'all, I promise. So I was watching Firefly Lane, and spoiler alert, bitch, if you ain't watched it by now, But just in case you may want to watch it or you may watch it in the future, you ain't gonna remember this. But spoiler alert for Firefly Lane. So at the very end, one of the best friends, she dies, right? So, and also y'all know how I almost died last week. I had a near-death experience. So when I was dying, there was two things that I thought about. Neither of them had anything to do with love, but I think that was just because I'm not experiencing it, nor have I. But anyways, I thought about my best friend who I was currently suffocating next to, and I thought about the career that I haven't stepped my foot in for real yet. Like, those were the things that came to my mind as I thought that I was dying. And then I didn't have time to think about anything else because I was trying to think about surviving. I was trying to think about my breathing. So that's what I was thinking about. And so, okay, correlating that back to Firefly Lane, when she dies at the end and they had her write Firefly Lane, which we just watched the show Firefly Lane, telling us the story of these two best friends and everything that happened in their lives for like the past, like, it had been like 30-40 years. And turns out at the end, you figure out that the TV show was the book that she wrote because she was dying. Like, that's what you kind of come to terms to figure out as it ends. But anyways, when she died, that moment, it kind of just hit me. Like, she had even though she was dying before she was ready to, she had so much life and so much to be appreciative of and grateful for. And I feel so young. And the fact that I had almost went through death and I haven't experienced so many things that I would love to experience. I've been a little bit obsessed with death ever since my experience. I was always a pretty morbid person. I have no fear in talking about death. I think it's healthy, and I think it's a fear everyone has to die. But anyways, it just had me thinking about how I kind of stopped being a scary little bitch. Like, I gotta go out here and make shit happen, no matter what it is. If it's love, if it's career, whatever it is I'm afraid to do. I almost died. People are out here dying. Like, this isn't, I almost randomly died as a 23-year-old woman for the second time in a year. Like, this shit be happening to people. It almost happened to me twice now. So maybe this is like a sign that I should, like, do something with my life. And I am doing something with my life. You know what I mean? Like, I am. But, like, just being a scary little bitch when it comes to love and telling the person you have a crush on that you have a crush on them. Like, well, baby, are you just gonna wait forever? Are you gonna do something? So that's kind of the place that I'm in right now. Yeah. I wanted this to be 15 minutes. It's already 14:06. That's pretty good. I feel like I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. But yeah, sorry if I come off so awkward and nervous when I speak about it, because it is an awkward thing for me. It's not something that's within, like, my comfort zone or that I'm familiar with. Yeah. There's so much more that I want to say. And I'm trying to figure out if I should elongate the video or if I should just end it here. I think I can just mention this one more thing. So another thing that had me thinking about love is my little sister, who might watch this. Hey, sissy. She's so young, and I'm sure she feels so invincible and free, and she's been on my mind a lot lately in general. But she has a girlfriend, and it was just the way that it was introduced to me. Like, we went to go to the movies, and she was like, we're gonna go see my girlfriend. I was like, girl, what? What girlfriend? But anyways, she's so fearless, you know? And she was telling me how they met and stuff. Well, I was asking a lot of questions, like how'd y'all meet and stuff. But, cause she's my baby sister. Did I mention that? Did I tell her? Did I say her age? Yeah, I think I did. But it was inspiring in a way, because the 14-year-olds is out here, you know, hitting each other up in DMs and shit on some grown folks shit. Grown folks, you know, slide up in the DMs. That's a, you know what I'm saying? Then what the fuck are we so afraid of? You know how fearless they're gonna be when they're older because they're doing shit like this now because they have all this social media because they're raised in it. Like, that's crazy. But anyways, that's what's been on my mind about love lately. So wish me luck, or growth, or experience, or whatever the fuck. Cause, you know, even if it doesn't go well, I don't really take much as an L. Even if you was be like, I'm sorry, Jordan, I just be wanting you as a friend. I never thought of you that way. First off, you'd be lying. Like, I never said that like me. But second off, I don't think that I would take rejection in a, you know, I don't think I would be a sore loser. I think I would just be like, oh, okay, bye. But if you guys are having complications with love or lack thereof, comment below. Like, I want to hear your struggles, your successes, your what's on your mind, anything that worries you, any revelations that you've had. I want to know it all. Anything that comes to your mind when you listen to this, please tell me. I feel like there was something else that I wanted to mention that I'm forgetting, and I'm trying to remember it really quickly. Oh yeah, about my current state. I've been single for forever. And so I think another thing that I feel like a misconception about single people has been on my mind a lot. Like, on a lot of shows or whatever, or YouTube, when they speak on single people, it's always negatively, like as if we can't get someone, when really I feel like for the majority of us, our dating pool is trash. Like, it's terrible. I mean, it's ridiculous out here. It's ridiculous out here. It's terrible. Like, I am not the type of, I want to say bitch. I ain't the type of bitch to settle. I'm not. And I think I get that from my mom. But I refuse to be with someone just for the hell of it. Just to be with somebody. Just to say I'm in a relationship, you know? Like, it ain't that deep. I would just rather be with myself until I find someone that comes along in my life that I am actually interested in and compelled by and attracted to. And not just attracted physically, but like, you know how, like, I don't care how fine you are, but there's times where you as a person is attracted to another person. I love that shit. And I have that with the person that I have a crush on. And it's so annoying. But I want to literally be attracted to you. Like I wish I could explain that better. Hopefully y'all know what I mean by that. But it's honestly embarrassing out here. Like, and I refuse to settle. So I don't know. I think I just wanted to mention that. And I'm glad that I remembered. So with of your shift. And if you are listening just to listen, thank you so much. And if you're going to sleep, then hopefully you're not even watching this because you are dreaming or something about the greatest love of